We ran out of food.
We ran out of food.
Fire is very dangerous.
Fire is very dangerous.
Why do you want to study abroad?
Why do you want to study abroad?
My socks aren't here.
My socks aren't here.
Do you study chemistry?
Do you study chemistry?
I like spring the best.
I like spring the best.
What's its name?
What's its name?
I had a horrible dream last night.
I had a horrible dream last night.
Do you know the capital of Belgium?
Do you know the capital of Belgium?
Don't put it on my desk.
Don't put it on my desk.
Out of sight, out of mind.
Out of sight, out of mind.
She will give a party next week.
She will give a party next week.
She didn't seem interested.
She didn't seem interested.
Have you lost weight?
Have you lost weight?
It has stopped raining.
It has stopped raining.
I want to go with you.
I want to go with you.
I'd like something to drink.
I'd like something to drink.
Could you put these in a box?
Could you put these in a box?
How far are you going?
How far are you going?
I invited him to my house.
I invited him to my house.
It cannot be true.
It cannot be true.
Do you feel like eating?
Do you feel like eating?
I have a hunch that it will rain.
I have a hunch that it will rain.
He came home at 10.
He came home at 10.
He had an operation on his left leg.
He had an operation on his left leg.
He looks like his father.
He looks like his father.
Is there anybody who can drive a car?
Is there anybody who can drive a car?
I agree completely.
I agree completely.
They demanded money from him.
They demanded money from him.
I invited them to the party.
I invited them to the party.
I would like to see you before I leave.
I would like to see you before I leave.
Butter is made from milk.
Butter is made from milk.
When did he come here?
When did he come here?
Are you lost?
Are you lost?
Only God knows.
Only God knows.
I'm free on Sunday.
I'm free on Sunday.
She's unbelievably naive.
She's unbelievably naive.
Smoke was rising from the chimney.
Smoke was rising from the chimney.
The fat woman was holding a monkey.
The fat woman was holding a monkey.
The quality of rice is going down.
The quality of rice is going down.
I feel at ease.
I feel at ease.
It isn't raining much this year.
It isn't raining much this year.
Have you ever eaten raw fish?
Have you ever eaten raw fish?
The stars came out.
The stars came out.
It was the calm before the storm.
It was the calm before the storm.
You seem to be an honest man.
You seem to be an honest man.
I don't quite agree with you.
I don't quite agree with you.
I hate karaoke.
I hate karaoke.
It's cloudy.
It's cloudy.
Of all these cakes I like this one best.
Of all these cakes I like this one best.
She gave me a piece of good advice.
She gave me a piece of good advice.
The girl begged her mother to accompany her.
The girl begged her mother to accompany her.
There is no water.
There is no water.
Take this medicine every 6 hours.
Take this medicine every 6 hours.
She knew the story already.
She knew the story already.
I left my key in my room.
I left my key in my room.
Do you like the new school better?
Do you like the new school better?
His low salary prevents him from buying the house.
His low salary prevents him from buying the house.
Can anyone answer my question?
Can anyone answer my question?
Do you know where I live?
Do you know where I live?
As for me, I am satisfied.
As for me, I am satisfied.
May I open the box?
May I open the box?
The sad story moved us to tears.
The sad story moved us to tears.
Neither of them seemed old.
Neither of them seemed old.
This air conditioner consumes a lot of electricity.
This air conditioner consumes a lot of electricity.
It was really interesting.
It was really interesting.
I love French films.
I love French films.
Kyoto is not as large as Osaka.
Kyoto is not as large as Osaka.
Where's convenient for you?
Where's convenient for you?
I've never seen a yellow submarine in my life.
I've never seen a yellow submarine in my life.
How much money do you have with you?
How much money do you have with you?
This is what I have been looking for.
This is what I have been looking for.
I have seen him many times.
I have seen him many times.
The days are growing longer.
The days are growing longer.
I'm going to start.
I'm going to start.
Kabuki is an old Japanese art.
Kabuki is an old Japanese art.
Who is that boy running toward us?
Who is that boy running toward us?
He likes to read books.
He likes to read books.
Please speak more slowly.
Please speak more slowly.
What do you think he did?
What do you think he did?
I envy you so much.
I envy you so much.
I want to drink something cold.
I want to drink something cold.
I wish she were alive now.
I wish she were alive now.
Everybody is busy except me.
Everybody is busy except me.
There are all kinds of flowers in that garden.
There are all kinds of flowers in that garden.
I think he can't do that.
I think he can't do that.
Your chair is identical to mine.
Your chair is identical to mine.
The two streets run parallel to one another.
The two streets run parallel to one another.
I have nothing particular to say.
I have nothing particular to say.
I'm studying English.
I'm studying English.
I don't like apples.
I don't like apples.
He likes both music and sports.
He likes both music and sports.
She admits knowing the secret.
She admits knowing the secret.
She is in need of help.
She is in need of help.
I don't feel like eating now.
I don't feel like eating now.
I replied automatically when I heard my name.
I replied automatically when I heard my name.
I'd like to see her.
I'd like to see her.
How lucky we are.
How lucky we are.
His car is similar to mine.
His car is similar to mine.
The air felt a little cold.
The air felt a little cold.
I feel my age.
I feel my age.
Why do you work here?
Why do you work here?
How did you solve the problem?
How did you solve the problem?
We'll eat on the way.
We'll eat on the way.
Tom and I are good friends.
Tom and I are good friends.
No matter what happens, I won't be surprised.
No matter what happens, I won't be surprised.
He made up the whole story.
He made up the whole story.
He translated the book from French into English.
He translated the book from French into English.
I must help him.
I must help him.
I'm only a customer.
I'm only a customer.
I like dogs.
I like dogs.
All plants need water and light.
All plants need water and light.
When angry, count to 10.
When angry, count to 10.
Did you meet her?
Did you meet her?
I'd like to have a glass of wine.
I'd like to have a glass of wine.
I went to the hospital to visit him.
I went to the hospital to visit him.
What do you know about him?
What do you know about him?
He is afraid of swimming.
He is afraid of swimming.
He asked for a glass of beer.
He asked for a glass of beer.
He's just an ordinary student.
He's just an ordinary student.
Let me pay for the dinner.
Let me pay for the dinner.
We've run out of water.
We've run out of water.
You may park here.
You may park here.
Give us 2 knives and 4 forks, please.
Give us 2 knives and 4 forks, please.
It rained a lot that winter.
It rained a lot that winter.
Many children die of starvation in Africa.
Many children die of starvation in Africa.
They are singers.
They are singers.
They waited for their teacher.
They waited for their teacher.
I am afraid of dying.
I am afraid of dying.
My room is very small.
My room is very small.
He made up his mind to be a fireman.
He made up his mind to be a fireman.
She picked flowers in the garden.
She picked flowers in the garden.
The news is too good to be true.
The news is too good to be true.
I like skiing.
I like skiing.
We captured the thief.
We captured the thief.
Tom feels that his team will win the game.
Tom feels that his team will win the game.
Few people visit me these days.
Few people visit me these days.
I heard a cry for help.
I heard a cry for help.
How's your cold?
How's your cold?
It's about the size of an egg.
It's about the size of an egg.
Everyone always asks me that.
Everyone always asks me that.
Don't rely too much on your guidebook.
Don't rely too much on your guidebook.
There were only 6 people at the meeting.
There were only 6 people at the meeting.
I'll give you a call when I get home.
I'll give you a call when I get home.
I tore my jacket on a nail.
I tore my jacket on a nail.
How did you come to know her?
How did you come to know her?
We grow wheat here.
We grow wheat here.
What is the book about?
What is the book about?
What makes you so sad?
What makes you so sad?
He isn't here, is he?
He isn't here, is he?
He is going to study English next week.
He is going to study English next week.
Please hold on.
Please hold on.
He began to work for that company last year.
He began to work for that company last year.
I hear footsteps outside.
I hear footsteps outside.
I'll put some salt on the meat.
I'll put some salt on the meat.
I have a slight fever.
I have a slight fever.
He resembles his grandfather.
He resembles his grandfather.
Have you ever been to Kyushu?
Have you ever been to Kyushu?
The dragon is an imaginary creature.
The dragon is an imaginary creature.
What a lovely day.
What a lovely day.
Where do you come from?
Where do you come from?
I don't know for certain.
I don't know for certain.
I've never heard him speak ill of others.
I've never heard him speak ill of others.
What you said surprised me.
What you said surprised me.
Surgery is the best solution.
Surgery is the best solution.
Get up 15 minutes earlier in the morning.
Get up 15 minutes earlier in the morning.
My brother is a first-year student.
My brother is a first-year student.
Did you notice any change?
Did you notice any change?
My son can't count yet.
My son can't count yet.
Dozens of young people attended the demonstration.
Dozens of young people attended the demonstration.
I don't want to go any place.
I don't want to go any place.
My family is not very large.
My family is not very large.
The man lit a cigarette with a lighter.
The man lit a cigarette with a lighter.
You look gloomy.
You look gloomy.
He designed the car.
He designed the car.
You ought to ask for your teacher's permission.
You ought to ask for your teacher's permission.
He decided to quit smoking.
He decided to quit smoking.
He is doing very well at school.
He is doing very well at school.
He rarely gives up.
He rarely gives up.
I've seen it.
I've seen it.
Cut it in half.
Cut it in half.
This is what I can do for you.
This is what I can do for you.
It kept raining for 3 days.
It kept raining for 3 days.
I could not persuade him that it was true.
I could not persuade him that it was true.
I have an old bicycle.
I have an old bicycle.
Our dog seldom bites.
Our dog seldom bites.
He will be a good husband.
He will be a good husband.
Could you let me see your notes?
Could you let me see your notes?
Don't get angry.
Don't get angry.
Money is not everything.
Money is not everything.
I don't know when he will come.
I don't know when he will come.
These books are mine.
These books are mine.
He knows no English, not to mention German.
He knows no English, not to mention German.
Turn down the radio.
Turn down the radio.
Is this seat taken?
Is this seat taken?
They don't use chairs or tables.
They don't use chairs or tables.
I waited for 10 minutes.
I waited for 10 minutes.
I would like to read books on Japanese history.
I would like to read books on Japanese history.
How are you these days?
How are you these days?
I bought the same camera as you have.
I bought the same camera as you have.
You may take the book.
You may take the book.
Flour is the main ingredient in cakes.
Flour is the main ingredient in cakes.
I don't know who made the cake.
I don't know who made the cake.
Did you call me up last night?
Did you call me up last night?
Add sugar to the tea.
Add sugar to the tea.
Tom saved her from the fire.
Tom saved her from the fire.
Don't eat too much.
Don't eat too much.
Don't be so hard on your son.
Don't be so hard on your son.
You'd better go by bus.
You'd better go by bus.
I'm so grateful to you for this opportunity.
I'm so grateful to you for this opportunity.
I'm satisfied with his progress.
I'm satisfied with his progress.
Water consists of hydrogen and oxygen.
Water consists of hydrogen and oxygen.
5 years have gone by since my father died.
5 years have gone by since my father died.
He hid behind the tree.
He hid behind the tree.
I live in this house by myself.
I live in this house by myself.
He gave each of them a pencil.
He gave each of them a pencil.
She attempted suicide.
She attempted suicide.
This is good meat.
This is good meat.
What does your son do?
What does your son do?
These are my shoes and those are yours.
These are my shoes and those are yours.
Say hello to your friends.
Say hello to your friends.
She explained to me how to make a cake.
She explained to me how to make a cake.
Good books are always worth reading.
Good books are always worth reading.
She didn't know what to say to him.
She didn't know what to say to him.
Where does this book go?
Where does this book go?
Business is business.
Business is business.
I don't want to be seen in his company.
I don't want to be seen in his company.
We had no water to drink.
We had no water to drink.
She gave up smoking.
She gave up smoking.
I prefer swimming to skiing.
I prefer swimming to skiing.
The Duke holds a lot of land.
The Duke holds a lot of land.
He has his reasons for staying there.
He has his reasons for staying there.
She looked sadly at me.
She looked sadly at me.
How long will we have to wait?
How long will we have to wait?
I have a hangover today.
I have a hangover today.
I, too, will come in about 10 minutes.
I, too, will come in about 10 minutes.
No one can deny the fact that fire burns.
No one can deny the fact that fire burns.
He is seeking employment.
He is seeking employment.
I would like to tell you something.
I would like to tell you something.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
When do you work?
When do you work?
I'd like to make a call to Japan.
I'd like to make a call to Japan.
I was foolish enough to believe him.
I was foolish enough to believe him.
She will come even if she is tired.
She will come even if she is tired.
I listened to some CDs last night.
I listened to some CDs last night.
Look. There goes a shooting star.
Look. There goes a shooting star.
I love that chair.
I love that chair.
I have my passport.
I have my passport.
She committed a crime.
She committed a crime.
That was no ordinary storm.
That was no ordinary storm.
I had to take care of her baby.
I had to take care of her baby.
He stepped on my foot on purpose.
He stepped on my foot on purpose.
I wish I didn't have to work.
I wish I didn't have to work.
My father has never been abroad.
My father has never been abroad.
The plane climbed to 4,000 feet.
The plane climbed to 4,000 feet.
Try again.
Try again.
The door will be painted tomorrow.
The door will be painted tomorrow.
I bought a book.
I bought a book.
I now view life differently than I used to.
I now view life differently than I used to.
He had long hair last year.
He had long hair last year.
Can you keep the noise down?
Can you keep the noise down?
I went shopping with a friend.
I went shopping with a friend.
These trousers are dirty.
These trousers are dirty.
She translated it word for word.
She translated it word for word.
The streets were decorated with flags.
The streets were decorated with flags.
As far as I know, he is honest.
As far as I know, he is honest.
You can't speak French, can you?
You can't speak French, can you?
I don't like the taste of onions.
I don't like the taste of onions.
Who owns this land?
Who owns this land?
Does he know that you love him?
Does he know that you love him?
Do you want something?
Do you want something?
Can we afford a new car?
Can we afford a new car?
All the students come from the U.S.
All the students come from the U.S.
You'll see.
You'll see.
That girl resembles her mother.
That girl resembles her mother.
Divide the cake among you three.
Divide the cake among you three.
He wrote to me from time to time.
He wrote to me from time to time.
I'd like to make a reservation for tonight.
I'd like to make a reservation for tonight.
Edison invented the light bulb.
Edison invented the light bulb.
The problem perplexed him.
The problem perplexed him.
I forgot to turn off the gas.
I forgot to turn off the gas.
He became a great musician.
He became a great musician.
The milk tasted sour.
The milk tasted sour.
I know that you did your best.
I know that you did your best.
Let's clean our room.
Let's clean our room.
Tom usually goes to bed at 10:40.
Tom usually goes to bed at 10:40.
There is no need for him to work.
There is no need for him to work.
This meat smells bad.
This meat smells bad.
Bell invented the telephone.
Bell invented the telephone.
Can you guess my age?
Can you guess my age?
It's a fact you can't deny.
It's a fact you can't deny.
My bag was stolen.
My bag was stolen.
I'd like to rent a compact car.
I'd like to rent a compact car.
Prices are double what they were 2 years ago.
Prices are double what they were 2 years ago.
He put the key in the lock.
He put the key in the lock.
My father is out.
My father is out.
Don't walk so fast.
Don't walk so fast.
My hobby is collecting old coins.
My hobby is collecting old coins.
He hung up.
He hung up.
He soon accustomed himself to cold weather.
He soon accustomed himself to cold weather.
Don't leave the door open.
Don't leave the door open.
I am sure of winning the tennis match.
I am sure of winning the tennis match.
I played tennis.
I played tennis.
My father is retiring next spring.
My father is retiring next spring.
What did you get for Christmas?
What did you get for Christmas?
I want a lot more.
I want a lot more.
I'm tired of studying.
I'm tired of studying.
She turned her old dress into a skirt.
She turned her old dress into a skirt.
He closely resembles his father.
He closely resembles his father.
He has little experience in teaching.
He has little experience in teaching.
The meat is frozen.
The meat is frozen.
Believe it or not, she has 3 children.
Believe it or not, she has 3 children.
I can't get the car to start.
I can't get the car to start.
You should have said so earlier.
You should have said so earlier.
We played baseball yesterday.
We played baseball yesterday.
Whose dictionary is this?
Whose dictionary is this?
Always tell the truth.
Always tell the truth.
They kept singing until a rescue team came.
They kept singing until a rescue team came.
He told me to be kind to others.
He told me to be kind to others.
I wake him at 6 every morning.
I wake him at 6 every morning.
Money does not grow on trees.
Money does not grow on trees.
He is likely to come.
He is likely to come.
Please pardon me for coming late.
Please pardon me for coming late.
What happened to him?
What happened to him?
He is in the hospital at present.
He is in the hospital at present.
Forgive me for breaking my promise.
Forgive me for breaking my promise.
I've got to see it.
I've got to see it.
Give me a glass of milk.
Give me a glass of milk.
This is her pen.
This is her pen.
He seems to know us.
He seems to know us.
I don't usually have to work on Sundays.
I don't usually have to work on Sundays.
I have nothing to do with it.
I have nothing to do with it.
Her composition was free from mistakes.
Her composition was free from mistakes.
I don't mean you.
I don't mean you.
It is windy today.
It is windy today.
It was cloudy yesterday.
It was cloudy yesterday.
They were lying on the grass.
They were lying on the grass.
All our teachers were young and loved teaching.
All our teachers were young and loved teaching.
It was very difficult.
It was very difficult.
I'd like to open a savings account.
I'd like to open a savings account.
Someone is knocking on the door.
Someone is knocking on the door.
She got married against her father's will.
She got married against her father's will.
Evil sometimes wins.
Evil sometimes wins.
I can swim fast.
I can swim fast.
How old is he?
How old is he?
She won the contest.
She won the contest.
We named the dog White.
We named the dog White.
We arrived home late.
We arrived home late.
I smoke cigarettes.
I smoke cigarettes.
I want to study history.
I want to study history.
Have you ever climbed Mount Fuji?
Have you ever climbed Mount Fuji?
I got what she was saying.
I got what she was saying.
He had been there before.
He had been there before.
On my way home, I met him.
On my way home, I met him.
I am sure I saw her 2 years ago.
I am sure I saw her 2 years ago.
I want you to wash the car.
I want you to wash the car.
Tom likes tea better than coffee.
Tom likes tea better than coffee.
In comparison with Tokyo, London is small.
In comparison with Tokyo, London is small.
Will you help me for a minute?
Will you help me for a minute?
Let's watch TV.
Let's watch TV.
Sapporo is the fifth largest city in Japan.
Sapporo is the fifth largest city in Japan.
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
Did you know him?
Did you know him?
I am his friend and will remain so.
I am his friend and will remain so.
I can't find my glasses.
I can't find my glasses.
Can I borrow your hair dryer?
Can I borrow your hair dryer?
I'm bad at sports.
I'm bad at sports.
My friends invited me to dinner.
My friends invited me to dinner.
I don't know what it is.
I don't know what it is.
Did you read it at all?
Did you read it at all?
It's impolite to stare at people.
It's impolite to stare at people.
Are you doing what you think is right?
Are you doing what you think is right?
I will write to her tomorrow.
I will write to her tomorrow.
Will you lend me your dictionary?
Will you lend me your dictionary?
My sister usually walks to school.
My sister usually walks to school.
Perhaps she will come tomorrow.
Perhaps she will come tomorrow.
He picked up the book.
He picked up the book.
We have to change our plan.
We have to change our plan.
Call up Tom right away.
Call up Tom right away.
He helped me do my homework.
He helped me do my homework.
She said she had a cold.
She said she had a cold.
The bird is in its nest.
The bird is in its nest.
Our conversation was interrupted by his sneezes.
Our conversation was interrupted by his sneezes.
Please give us some examples.
Please give us some examples.
The bridge is still under construction.
The bridge is still under construction.
What did you have for lunch today?
What did you have for lunch today?
Have you finished breakfast yet?
Have you finished breakfast yet?
Can I have some more milk?
Can I have some more milk?
She knows how to play the guitar.
She knows how to play the guitar.
You'll learn how to do it sooner or later.
You'll learn how to do it sooner or later.
Would you like to go?
Would you like to go?
When did you change your address?
When did you change your address?
My sister is playing with a doll.
My sister is playing with a doll.
She is eager to go to France.
She is eager to go to France.
She brought his lunch today.
She brought his lunch today.
Have you finished knitting that sweater?
Have you finished knitting that sweater?
Comb your hair before you go out.
Comb your hair before you go out.
What are the symptoms?
What are the symptoms?
I'm from Canada.
I'm from Canada.
I would rather not go shopping alone.
I would rather not go shopping alone.
She tried in vain to please him.
She tried in vain to please him.
I have the same dictionary as your brother has.
I have the same dictionary as your brother has.
I had my wallet stolen.
I had my wallet stolen.
He hid himself behind the door.
He hid himself behind the door.
Here's the address.
Here's the address.
I am not sure how to pronounce the word.
I am not sure how to pronounce the word.
He is a good fellow.
He is a good fellow.
We were afraid that we might hurt his feelings.
We were afraid that we might hurt his feelings.
What you say is true.
What you say is true.
Please endorse this check.
Please endorse this check.
You must never resort to violence.
You must never resort to violence.
I will not attend the party.
I will not attend the party.
She woke up on her own.
She woke up on her own.
She locked the door.
She locked the door.
Does she like oranges?
Does she like oranges?
The police informed us of the accident.
The police informed us of the accident.
I tried again and again, but I couldn't succeed.
I tried again and again, but I couldn't succeed.
I bought a red tie.
I bought a red tie.
I study at school.
I study at school.
This book sold well in Japan.
This book sold well in Japan.
He mentioned it.
He mentioned it.
Thank you for your advice.
Thank you for your advice.
These are our books.
These are our books.
What payment options are available?
What payment options are available?
Help yourself to anything you'd like to eat.
Help yourself to anything you'd like to eat.
The bride looked very beautiful.
The bride looked very beautiful.
Water the flowers before you eat breakfast.
Water the flowers before you eat breakfast.
Ask your question.
Ask your question.
We flew from London to New York.
We flew from London to New York.
The boy observed the birds all day.
The boy observed the birds all day.
He spent the evening reading a book.
He spent the evening reading a book.
Tom thanked me for the gift.
Tom thanked me for the gift.
Would you like a cup of milk?
Would you like a cup of milk?
This is why I dislike cats.
This is why I dislike cats.
I sleep in my room.
I sleep in my room.
We are against working on Sundays.
We are against working on Sundays.
Are you for or against my plan?
Are you for or against my plan?
Babies often fall down.
Babies often fall down.
I'll forgive you just this once.
I'll forgive you just this once.
They eat with a knife and fork.
They eat with a knife and fork.
It is traditional to wear black to a funeral.
It is traditional to wear black to a funeral.
She did come here.
She did come here.
Don't feed the dog.
Don't feed the dog.
The dog must be hungry.
The dog must be hungry.
Does he speak English?
Does he speak English?
He speaks English and French.
He speaks English and French.
Nobody answered my question.
Nobody answered my question.
He raised his hand to ask a question.
He raised his hand to ask a question.
Please turn off the TV.
Please turn off the TV.
What are you cooking?
What are you cooking?
Put yourself in my position.
Put yourself in my position.
China is 20 times as large as Japan.
China is 20 times as large as Japan.
He is a genius.
He is a genius.
He acquired Russian quickly.
He acquired Russian quickly.
I will love you forever.
I will love you forever.
Does he know what you did?
Does he know what you did?
As usual, the physics teacher was late for class.
As usual, the physics teacher was late for class.
All is still.
All is still.
He always yells at me when he is angry.
He always yells at me when he is angry.
You can use my desk if you want to.
You can use my desk if you want to.
He found the box under the table.
He found the box under the table.
They won't be able to get up so early.
They won't be able to get up so early.
This string is strong.
This string is strong.
I came here yesterday.
I came here yesterday.
I bought a book yesterday.
I bought a book yesterday.
She has a great interest in music.
She has a great interest in music.
I didn't have lunch today.
I didn't have lunch today.
I want you to go to the post office.
I want you to go to the post office.
I can't stand him.
I can't stand him.
How old are you?
How old are you?
Let's try something.
Let's try something.
Where's the emergency exit?
Where's the emergency exit?
Wait until your turn comes.
Wait until your turn comes.
She likes to read books.
She likes to read books.
He is unmarried.
He is unmarried.
I have to leave now.
I have to leave now.
My father drinks a cup of coffee every morning.
My father drinks a cup of coffee every morning.
Then the motor suddenly died.
Then the motor suddenly died.
I wrote her a letter every day.
I wrote her a letter every day.
I am sad to hear it.
I am sad to hear it.
The odds are against us.
The odds are against us.
Let go of me.
Let go of me.
I have been looking for you.
I have been looking for you.
I can type 50 words a minute.
I can type 50 words a minute.
I know where he lives.
I know where he lives.
I know how to drive a car.
I know how to drive a car.
The jewel was found in an unlikely place.
The jewel was found in an unlikely place.
She called me in the afternoon.
She called me in the afternoon.
Traffic lights work all the time.
Traffic lights work all the time.
Could I see you a minute, please?
Could I see you a minute, please?
He has another son.
He has another son.
This T-shirt is too small for me.
This T-shirt is too small for me.
Do you remember me?
Do you remember me?
He made me a suit.
He made me a suit.
A girl is playing the flute.
A girl is playing the flute.
I'm writing a letter.
I'm writing a letter.
Who stole the apple?
Who stole the apple?
Tomorrow is her birthday.
Tomorrow is her birthday.
Go to the doctor to get your prescription.
Go to the doctor to get your prescription.
You should have refused such an unfair proposal.
You should have refused such an unfair proposal.